The first asylum seekers should already have been on board the Bibby Stockholm barge, but once again, Home Office plans to place Channel migrants in larger scale, more basic accommodation centres has been beset by delays and fierce opposition. After fire service checks highlighted some safety concerns with the barge, the Fire Brigade's union has now stepped into the row, claiming the Home Office is adopting a reckless approach to the safety of asylum seekers. Speaking on GB News today, the Energy Secretary Grant Shapps insisted the barge is safe.
This barge was actually used for housing migrants in Germany in the past. So I don't know why there's so much outrage about it. It seems to me perfectly obvious that we shouldn't be using hotels, hundreds or thousands even of rooms in hotels.
I was shown round the barge last month. The cabins are basic but roomy, with storage and ensuite bathrooms. A large TV room is just one of multiple areas set aside for recreation, including a gym, a computer room with more than a dozen desks, and outside areas for sports and relaxation. There are 24-hour medical and dental facilities. In truth, the barge offers far more wraparound facilities than hotels, but human rights groups are still concerned.
This all comes back to a ridiculous decision taken by ministers to refuse to process people's claims, a matter on which they are now being dishonest, treating people in a dehumanising way, and are desperate to find ever more places simply on which to essentially store people.
Supporters of plans to house asylum seekers in more basic accommodation say it's clear there is a determined campaign to thwart those plans, either for barges or old military bases.
The Liberal lefty, do-gooders, the human rights lawyers are running rings around an utterly, woefully incompetent Home Office. Let's take this barge. This barge has been used for 30 years for asylum seekers, for British construction workers building offshore projects. If it was good enough for them, it's absolutely good enough for these illegal migrants.
In the latest move to resist the government's barge plans, lawyers representing dozens of asylum seekers who've been given notice of a move to the barge have written to the Home Office appealing that decision. One lawyer claims several migrants earmarked for the barge have now been taken off that list and will stay in their hotels.